So, hello everybody. Today we will talk about a little bit of the history of the stock market, or how the stock market actually came into existence, and from when has it been really active. Actually came into existence quite some time back. In the 1600s, this Dutch. That was called as a Dutch golden era, when the Dutch East India Company was actually trying to look for some, it had very ambitious voyages to the East Indies, and they had to raise funds for this, because it was a big venture. And that was the time when they started giving out the shares. They said that we will give you a portion of it, and then you become the shareholders in our stakes, and then you enjoy the profits of it. And that's how it initially started off. And this was the limelight of that Amsterdam Stock Exchange. Was a very big known stock exchange of those days. And then there were very aggressive tradings going on, and everybody, the traders, the sailors, the merchants, and the common man, everybody started taking interest in the Dutch East India Company shares. And that's how it went, bonkers. They really saw very huge transactions happening on the stock exchange. And then that was the remarkable part, I should say, of the Dutch East India Company. But then, fear that the traders in the market, and then it started seeing the downside. And that's how the entire thing came into a crash. The Dutch East India Company, what was zooming on top, somehow with all the emotion factors, just dropped off. And then that was called as the tulip mania, because a similar kind of activity was seen in the tulip bulb market as well. It had seen an extreme surge of price, and then all of a sudden something gripped, the emotional factors that influence the market. So the fear gripped the market again, and they had seen the downside. And the similar thing happened out here in the Dutch East India Company stocks as well. And that's why it was called as the tulip mania. And it was a remarkable, what do I say, an event in the history that we mark off.